I'm at the grain shop. I've known the owners for over 10 years. I actually knew the father before the son. The son took over the business later. His dad was a character. He loved cracking dry jokes with a straight face. I've seen this guy get married, and now his kid is already in primary school. We didn't meet at this market. The old one was torn down and turned into a supermarket. They moved around a few times before settling here. There are probably other old vendors I know, but I haven't looked closely enough to find them. Many have passed their stalls down to their kids. Since the Lunar New Year is around the corner, I caught the owner at the stall and we started chatting. He mentioned that business is getting tougher every year. I am curious. Is business really that bad? The market is packed today. If this isn't good business, I can't imagine how crowded it was before. It must have been shoulder to shoulder. To be honest, the economic decline since the pandemic has been very noticeable. The owner said that in the past, companies and government offices would buy bulk supplies like rice and oil as employee bonuses. It was like a tradition. The better the organization, the better the perks. But now, word is that many departments have struggling even to pay their own staff. I don't know the full story though. Most employees get excited about company perks, but honestly, I'm not a fan. For me, work is just a place where I keep my head down and earn money. As long as they stick to the contract, no unpaid overtime, no pay cards, I'm satisfied. I'd much rather buy things I actually like with my own cash. These gifts feel like a one-way emotional ride. The boss gives them whether you want them or not, forcing you to feel indebted. Since you can't refuse, you just play along, say the thank yous, and offer some New Year greetings for the sake of appearances. But deep down, everyone knows the truth. It doesn't actually improve the relationship. Maybe those who are genuinely happy with these perks are just better at enjoying a simple, stable life. In many places, these perks are ranked. The favorites get more, while the people on the sidelines get less or even nothing. I've seen companies do this at their annual parties, handing out bonuses or gifts in front of everyone just to show who's been rewarded and who's been ignored. It's like they are saying, if you want a tip, you'd better work harder and please the boss. Honestly, it's ridiculous. It feels like a master and servant game where the boss promises not to mistreat you as long as you perform. Why can't it just be a professional agreement? If we are a good match, we work together. If not, we part ways. What's wrong is going on in these bosses' heads. And what about the employees? If I were the one on stage, I'd feel so uncomfortable with everyone staring at me. I'd much rather fulfill my contract, take my pay quietly, and stay out of the spotlight. Anyway, I'm getting off track. I talked too much about those company perks. Back to the market, business is even worse than in previous years. The owner of the grain shop told me he's thinking about finding a regular job instead of wasting his time at the stall. He said running this place is draining because he has to be here every single day. If he's not around when a customer wants an order delivered, he'll lose them for good. So, even if there's a family emergency or a wedding, he has to find someone to cover for him. The shop must stay open, whether there are customers or not. It's true, they never get a day off. If you work for a company, you can just take a leave of absence and the business won't collapse. But with your own stall, you are stuck. I told him it's not what you think. Having your own stall is better. It's a grind, but at least you are in the driver's seat. Working for someone else is easy. You'll still work overtime, but there's no such thing as overtime pay here. It's all voluntary. Plus, the boss can fire you on the spot without any compensation. Taking them to arbitration is usually a waste of time. A boss who pays on time and respects your schedule is like a unicorn. Personally, I'd rather be my own boss. I do everything myself and forget about scaling up, as long as I can live a comfortable life. The couple runs the stall together. The wife minds the shop while the husband handles deliveries. When there are no deliveries, he's always looking for a side hustle to make some extra cash. After all, he doesn't want to just sit around. At the end of the day, you can't just give up your own stall. It's your foundation. If you lose that, you've got nothing to fall back on, and you'll be at the mercy of others. You can tell from the owner's clothes. He's a very simple, hard-working man. This market is just a shed built outdoors. And the stalls are basic shacks along the edge. There's no heating or AC here at all. Whether it's freezing in winter or 100 degrees in summer, they just endure it. I think this is the real life of the most working people. Their stories are so easily overlooked. Even though the internet lets us see a wider world, what's on our screens isn't always reality. Not everyone has the voice or the chance to be heard.
比给别人感觉要强。
对，这个再不行，我觉得自个儿有个摊就是好。
Most people are just living their lives quietly like this.
我收多收少是
对，
都有，
等于自个儿有块地
啊。你这有自留地，你个他妈的，说不定哪天地主都不要你了
啊，
该干不干不。
就是，走了，哎。